ANDOR Season 2 just came out, and it is the show's final season. Did Season 2 end in a blaze of glory, or was it a shell of its former predecessor? Hey, ¿qué pasa, majes? It's your boy Dayron. Welcome back to another video. Keeping the CBSM train going, I got another video for y'all. And in this video, I wanted to talk about ANDOR Season 2, or just the whole show in general, because Season 2 was its last season. I wanted to talk about it. Before I continue, I will say, spoiler alert. I'll try to keep this spoiler free, but there may be some parts that I say that are kind of spoilers. All right, getting back to it. Season 2, what are my thoughts? At first, I will say it was a slow start. It was very, very much a slow start. I didn't really like the start at first. The setup for Season 2 was that every 3 episodes, there were going to be a time skip of 1 year. So it's kind of like there's like 4 mini arcs throughout the whole season. The first 3 actually was so boring, in my opinion, and literally didn't really develop much. The only exciting thing about the first 3 episodes was seeing Krennic. Krennic is probably one of the best characters that Disney has created for Star Wars. I really love Krennic. Seeing Krennic again was an amazing thing to watch. But besides that was just kind of it for the first 3 episodes. 4, 5, and 6 were kind of similar. I mean, it was setting up everything that happened on Gormit. My favorite of Season 2 was the back half, because episodes 7 to 12, that's where things really truly starts ramping up and everything, right? We get the Gormit massacre. We start to see the rebels uncovering the Death Star plans and everything about the Death Star. It just took so long to get there, you feel me? It really did. The action is pretty good. The acting's also pretty good. Diego Luna did an amazing job. All the actors did an amazing job. The sets and everything are incredible. They truly are. Granted, each episode is like $250 million, so it makes sense, but it also makes me question, why does ANDOR get $250 million per episode when Kenobi only got $8 million for, I think, the whole season? Season 1 was pretty good. It was enjoyable. It was all right. It was the same thing where there's just so much exposition within ANDOR, because you need to remember this. ANDOR is a spin-off of a spin-off. It's a spin-off of Rogue One. ANDOR is all about Cassian Andor, one of the main characters within Rogue One. Rogue One is a spin-off to Episode 4, A New Hope, because it's about how the rebels got the Death Star plans to begin with. Rogue One leads right up to the beginning of A New Hope, and then ANDOR leads pretty much right up to the beginning, more or less, of Rogue One. I kind of do like that they follow each other one after another, yet I'm a little saddened at the fact that the original plans for ANDOR didn't happen, which was that originally Tony Gilroy said that ANDOR was going to be 3 seasons, right? Season 1, all of Season 1 was going to take place in 1 year, which it did happen. All of Season 1 took place in 1 year, which is 5 BBY, 5 years before Episode 4, A New Hope. And then Season 2 was going to take place over 3 years, right? Which I'm thinking every 4 episodes is going to take place in 1 year, then they're going to do a time jump. But we're going to kind of get 3 mini arcs within Season 2. Then Season 3 was going to be the same thing as Season 1, where it was all going to take place in 1 year. Basically, the year before Episode 4 and Rogue One. And I was actually very excited for it, because, that's originally what Tony Gilroy wanted. Then to kind of learn that Season 2 was going to be its final season, and instead of kind of doing 3 kind of mini arcs within Season 2, they're instead doing 4, meaning that they're sacrificing an episode of an arc, and then also kind of pushing and shoving 1 season into 3 episodes, which I feel like was the final 3 episodes of Season 2, where I feel like that was supposed to be pretty much all led up for Season 3, but for one reason or another, they just didn't do it. Overall, Watching Andor is enjoyable. It is slow, like I said. The main thing they market is that, oh, Andor is for adults, like adults in Star Wars, you know, which I don't really particularly agree with that, because Star Wars is for everyone. Star Wars isn't just for kids, nor just adults or teens or elderly. Like, no, Star Wars is for everyone. The story within Star Wars can relate to any single person on this world. And so kind of marketing Andor for adults kind of rubs me the wrong way a little bit. Granted, I kind of understand it because it's kind of more mature. The last 6 episodes of season 2 was probably one of the best stuff Disney's made within Star Wars. It's not the best, but it's one of the best. It's on the better end. Granted, that really doesn't say much because everything they put out for the most part is kind of dog shit. Tony Gilroy, the creator of Andor, did kind of come out saying that he doesn't really like Star Wars and stuff like that, which did worry me watching Andor. But the story itself is so universal that you don't have to like Star Wars to understand the story, like Tony Gilroy kind of proved, where he doesn't really like Star Wars, he doesn't know Star Wars, but the little guy fighting a big guy, being oppressed from a stronger authoritative government, that is a universal story that everyone knows and understands. With that said, you know, I kind of wish that Tony Gilroy knew about Star Wars. Granted that he's working within the intellectual property. Star Wars is one of those IPs where you can't really not know anything about Star Wars and then just jump right into it and then start making stuff. Granted, obviously Disney's in charge and they've proved numerous times that you can pretty much just do that. You know, look at The Acolyte, look at Andor, you know, Rogue One, The Last Jedi. You know, they have proved time and time again that you can pretty much just do that. I enjoyed Andor for the parts with Krennic in season 2, especially the back half of season 2. I really actually like Luthen's character. Luthen is a really good character. Andor, alright show, pretty good show. It suffers from a lot of exposition, which is unfortunate, but once you get past all that exposition, it's kind of worth it. The good moments are few and far, but they're good and they stick and they land. Only thing is, I wish we had more of those good moments though. There were a good amount of scenes within the Senate, which I very much love because that's very nostalgic to the prequels about the politics within Star Wars. It is a bit late to be making this video, granted that it did end like a month ago, but hey, you know what? I don't care. With that, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the bell, all that jazz. And this has been your boy Dayron, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.